Okay, so Double Trouble, they're iconic. I mean, who can blame me for wanting to draw them? I mean, come on. So I'd had a bit of a slump in what to draw, and it didn't help that it was 1 a.m. So I checked what was my source of inspiration recently. And I just finished She-Ra like a week ago. I know I'm late, but you can never be too late for She-Ra, it's fine. Now, Double Trouble. You're going to see that they have very big eyes, and I was trying to go for a bit more, slightly more realistic, but not too realistic, so had to shrink the eyes. And quickly realized that they didn't have long eyebrows, they had like those small, like teardrop shaped ones, which they're fine, I just didn't remember they had them, which is odd. Seems like a detail I should remember since I watched it recently. But yeah. I also had trouble with their like jawline because for some reason I had a specific face shape in mind, but for some reason I hadn't told myself that I had that face shape, and I couldn't figure out what they were supposed to look like until I'd drawn them properly. So yeah, also completely forgot that they had huge elf ears. Again, don't know how I missed that, and I forgot about that the entire time I was looking at the reference material as well. That's why the ears came in late, as you saw. Also, just the smirk. There's a very fine line where the smirk needs to be like, I am the most beautiful rose in the universe, but I will kill you if I want to. Or at least watch you burn, because you're boring and that side is more interesting, so goodbye. Which is a very fine line. Also, for some reason I thought their tail would be showing. I think I just wanted to draw their tail, but sadly not. That's just their back. And usually I don't do the line art and the sketch at the same time, mostly because I get a headache after finishing the sketch, because I have to think. But today I wanted to do as much as I could. Honestly, I would have probably finished the drawing if I hadn't stopped at 3 a.m. But yeah, I think stopping at 3 a.m. is a good idea. The teeth, I could have done a better job with. They're still a bit cartoony, but also they're based on a cartoon, so I think it's okay. Also, their nose is tiny because they have a tiny nose. Everyone has a tiny nose. Most people in She-Ra have small noses, to be fair. But I guess I thought I'd keep that. Beautiful blonde. I was going to say glowing locks, but I don't think they have glowing locks. Now I'm just thinking of Rapunzel. That's an AU. Also, I really badly wanted to give Double Trouble some earrings. I mean, you can't blame me. Look at their ears. It's just huge. But I had to logic myself out of not giving them piercings. And the reason I came up with, if they aren't able to, I guess, like, shape shift out of, like, wounds, wouldn't a piercing, like a hole in your ear or your eyebrow or your nose, be considered a wound? So I guess it would mess with their acting. So yeah, no piercings for this time. Maybe maybe next time. Maybe if I draw them with like a rocker aesthetic or something, like a punk or a goth, something like that. Something that is like that has a lot of piercings as just a part of the style. Different AU. I could have given them clip-ons. Okay, I'm annoyed at myself now. But I guess that's that. You can't see it in this recording, but I do have a reference picture on the side where I'm eyedropping the colors. So yeah, they are accurate. The shade, once we get to the shading, it's not going to be accurate since Shira doesn't do that much shading per se, and I like doing shading, so I will be doing shading, but I'm probably going to be doing that tomorrow. This color block, line art, sketch. I did that in the opposite order. It would be very dumb to do it in the order I just said, but yes. That's where the gold locks come in. I can't speak. Anyway. Yeah, I think I messed up the hair at some point. It was clipping the ear a bit odd, so I just added some bits. Also, the more I look at them, the more I'm realizing the framing isn't very good right now. So I think I'll fix that tomorrow. Or later, no, tomorrow. I guess technically later today. Yeah, it's very early or very late depending on what way you... Is the glass half empty or half full? I don't know which side is the correct one. Anyway, yeah. Double trouble. Feel free to... I don't know, you've been on YouTube before, do those things, like subscribe or whatever. Do what you want.